Dear students, this is the third part of the lesson, deep water. I told you in the second video that he underwent a misadventure at YMCA pool. He had very bad experience. He was full of fear of water, and when he was for the third time in the water, he lost the control of his mind and heart, and he left all the movements and became paralyzed, and then he became unconscious. He crossed to oblivion. Oblivion means forgetfulness. He lost consciousness, he became unconscious, and the curtain of life fell, means he became unconscious. He did not know what happened after this. The next he remembered that he was lying on his stomach beside the pool vomiting. Vomiting means pouring out from his mouth. The chap that threw him was saying, "But I was only fooling." So the boy who had thrown him into the water was explaining that he was simply joking, but this misadventure happened. And someone was there who was witness of this incident, this accident. He told that it was really very dangerous for the narrator. He was about to die. He was drowned in the water, and then then uh, he was carried to the locker room. Several hours later, he went home, but he was still full of fear. He was feeling weak and trembling. He cried when he laid on his bed. He could not sleep. He could not eat because he was full of fear. He was very much upset. The slightest exertion upset him. He would be upset by a little exercise, little work, because he was full of fear. He was totally upset, and he could not enjoy his sleep. He could not enjoy his food, and a little exertion would make him wobbly, unstable in his knees, and sick to my stomach. He would feel a little pain in his stomach. Or so after that after that accident, after misadventure, he never went back to the pool. Means he never went back to the YMCA pool, because he started fearing water. He feared water. He had hydrophobia. He avoided water bodies wherever he could. He did not go near the water bodies. Later, after a few years later, he came to know about the waters, means water bodies, waters of cascades, waterfall, and he wanted to get into them. But whenever he went there, whenever he was walking into the water, the Titan or Bumping River, names of the rivers, or bathing in Warm Lake, of the Goat Rocks, remember these names? The terror that seized him in the pool, means the terror that had come to him in the pool again come back, means he felt the same kind of fear in these water bodies also. The fear of the past came back to him when he went to these water bodies, and it would take possession of him completely, means he was fully overpowered by by this fear. His legs would become paralyzed. He could not move his legs. Icy horror would grab his heart, means he was panicked, and he would feel a lot of fear. This handicap refers to the fear of water, stayed with him with the passing years, with the passing time in canoes or main lakes fishing and landlocked salmon. Salmon is the name of fish. And bass fishing in New Hampshire, trout fishing on the Deschutes and Metolius in the Oregon, fishing for salmon on the Columbia. These are the names of the fish. Bass, trout, salmon, names of the fish, different kinds of fish. At Bumping Lake in the Cascades, wherever he went, wherever he went, the haunting fear of water followed him. Means he was not left by the fear of water. This me word, personal pronoun, I is used by the writer. It is the first hand narrative, because it is the personal experience of the narrator. It ruined his fishing trips. Means because of the fear of water, what happened to him? How did it affect his life? His life was badly affected by the fear of water, that he could not enjoy his fishing trips, fishing journeys, and it deprived him. Means it removed him from the joy of canoeing, boating and swimming. Means he could not enjoy boating and swimming, he could not enjoy fishing. So the fear of water affected his life very badly and he could not enjoy these things. Now he wanted to overcome the fear of water, this fear of water, because it had held him firmly in its grip. So finally, one October, in the month of October, he decided to get an instructor and learn to swim, because he wanted to get rid of this fear of water, because it has created a lot of havoc in his life. He wanted to get rid of it. So he in the month of October, he decided to get an instructor and learn to swim. He went to the pool and practiced 5 days in a week. You know that whenever we want to do something to achieve our goal, we have to practice. We have to put in a lot of hard work. First thing is that we should have willingness, and then we should practice for it. And we have to practice hard. An hour each day. The instructor put a belt around him, a rope attached to the belt, went through the pulley and ran on an overhead cable. Means the instructor taught him with this equipment. He held to the end of the rope, and then with the help of the instructor he would go further back and across the pool. And hour after hour, day after day, week after week, on each trip across the pool, a bit of the panic seized him. Means when he was practicing, that time also the fear of water came to him, and the fear did not leave him. A bit of, a little part of the fear would come to him each time the instructor relaxed his hold on the rope and he went under the water. Some of the terror would come back to him. Old terror returned, and his legs would froze, and it was 3 months before the tension began to slack. It took almost 3 months to get rid of this fear of water, to slacken this fear of water. Not get rid, I will not say get rid. Slacken means to slow the fear. Then the instructor taught him how to put his face under the water and exhale. Exhale means breathe out, and raise his nose and inhale, breathe in. And he repeated this exercise hundreds of times, and bit by bit means gradually. he left. I said part of the panic means the panic was removed gradually, which had seized him whenever he put his head under water, means whenever he put his head under the water, he was seized by the fear of water. But now gradually this fear of water removed. Next, the instructor held him at the side of the pool and asked him to kick with his legs, although he could not do it at once. First his legs refused to work, but they gradually relaxed, and finally he got success in doing that. He could command his legs, he could direct his legs to move, means he learned the art of swimming. Thus piece by piece he built a swimmer, means the instructor made him a swimmer, and when he perfected each piece, then he put them together into an integrated whole, means he combined all his efforts, all his learning, all his art of swimming. In the month of April, the instructor told him that now he could swim. He had learned swimming, and he could now he should dive off and swim the length of the pool, crawl stroke. The narrator followed the instruction of the instructor, and the work of instructor was finished. But the work of the narrator was not finished yet. The trainer had completed his training, and he but the work on the part of the narrator remained, means he required a lot of practice, whatever he had learned and whatever he was taught by the instructor. So he wondered, he would be terror stricken when he was alone because he was shy, and he would feel uh, fear whenever he was alone in the pool. He tried it. He swam the length up and down, means he went into the water and swam across tiny vestiges, means little signs, little indications of the old terror would return, means he got that still he was realizing that there was something which was creating fear in his mind, old terror. So but now he could show his anger to the terror and say to that terror, trying to scare me, hey, well, here is to you, look, and off I would go for another length of the pool, means he would challenge the fear and say to him, say to the terror is personified here, as if some opponent is there. So he would say that, trying to scare me, hey, well, here is to you, look, and off I would go to another length of the pool, means he would dive into the pool and show the terror that he could go into the pool alone, and he was not afraid of him. This went on uh, until July, means he did it up to July, but still he was not satisfied. He was not sure that all the terror had left him, so he went to the lake Wentworth in New Hampshire. He dived off a dock at Trix Island and swam into 2 miles across the lake to Stampede Island. He swam crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, all strokes, whatever he learned. Only once did the terror return, when he was in the middle of the lake. Then he put his face under the water and saw nothing but bottomless water. The old sensation returned in miniature, in a little measure. The old sensation, old fear came back to him, but the narrator was quite confident. He laughed and said, well, Mr. Terror, What do you think you can do to me? I fled and I swam on. Means the narrator was quite confident of swimming, and he continued swimming, showing the terror that he was now not afraid of him. So this is the end of this video. The rest of the chapter will be discussed in the next video. Thanks for watching video.